And coming out on the track right now, the Majors towing 360s. Hit the track right now, the 23S. We're getting ready to get underway with our racing program. Right now at this time, we do ask everyone to please stand for the playing of the national anthem. If you're moving about the grounds, please pause for a moment, and gentlemen, kindly remove your hats, please. Distance for the heat races, and we're racing. 3 wide down the front stretch. Randy Schwabenbauer not coming up the power. Jim Price Jr. in the 10, taking the lead down the backstretch.
Okay, what do we have? Unless they change drivers.
And we got one upside down. Tom Crawford taking a hard ride over there in the 58. The damage. 6, we're looking to go green, and the green's waving on the front stretch. And Jim Price Jr. looking to take over where he left off, out in front in the 10. Baker moving up into the second spot, going to put Million back to third. Mark Spence running in that 4th spot.
Track, I think.
And he yells out for debris on the track. Mark Morocco, Mark Spence, and Tom Crawford running without one side panel on the 58. And Price again taking the lead. Here comes Jim Baker on around Thomas Million. Takes over that second spot. Here comes Mark Morocco out of Hubbard into 66. Mark up into that 3rd spot to 66. Jim Price out in front, the M&S Towing, number 10. Mark Morocco and Jim Baker having a good battle right now for that 2nd spot. Baker sliding wide, Morocco looking for the low line, side by side into turn 3. We'll see what happens out of turn 4. And Baker with the high side, going to hang on to that 2nd place. 4th spot, Mark Spence in the best performance, 36. And rounding out your top 5, Thomas Million in the 44. Halfway, 4 in, 4 to go. Coming around complete lap 5. Jim Price out in front, having a fine run. Next time around, we'll be looking at the 2-lap signals, 6 down, 2 to go. Jim Baker in his 78, still hanging on that 2nd spot. 3rd, Mark Morocco. 4th, Mark Spencer rounding out your top 5. Thomas Million in the 44. White flag waving. Checkered flag will be out this time around. Jim Price coming out of 4, and here's your winner, Jim Price Jr. into 10. Second spot will go to Jim Baker. Third, Mark Morocco. Fourth, Mark Spencer rounding out the top 5. Thomas Million into 44.
We're going to have to tell Claire to give me first name.
And we're racing off of turn 4. And a 33. The Choice Chassis 33 failing on the front stretch. Lee Miller out in front in the A&E Appliance 42M. Second spot, Keith Parks in the 24. Third right now, Chad Wright's on the move along with Wally Milky, both coming from the tail. Trying to make it 3 wide down the backstretch, and they think wiser of it. Also coming up in through the pack, the 85B, Lonnie McConaughey. And Lonnie moves up into the 3rd spot in the 85. Right now, a good hard-fought battle for the 4th and 5th spot, Wally Milky and Keith Parks. Meanwhile, out in front, Chad Wright's in the Lightcraft number 9 on the move. Looking to get on the inside of Lee Miller into turn number 3 and takes over the lead. That's going to put Miller back to 2nd. 3rd will be McConaughey. Milky, Parks. 4 down, 4 to go. Right behind Keith Parks, the 6 of Rod King. Chad Wright's in a Lightcraft 9, pulling away. 5.5 down, third little less than 3 to go. This time around, we'll begin the 2 lap signal. 6 down, 2 to go. White flag waving this time around. Chad Wright's. 1 more lap in the Lightcraft 9. Lee Miller running in that 2nd spot. And the Flinter decal number 85. Ryan McConaughey 3rd. There's your winner. Chad Wright's in the 9. 2nd spot will go to Lee Miller in 42. Place, Lonnie McConaughey in the 85. 4th will go to Wally Milky and round out the top 5 to 24. Keep an eye on that yellow and purple 35. And we're racing. Looking to go 3 wide into 1 and 2, and Rod Jones takes the lead. Scott Allen running 2nd spot. 3rd right now, Bruce Powell. Bruce looking to get on the inside of Scott Allen and takes over that 2nd spot. Going to move Allen back to 3rd. Right now, a good battle for that 4th spot. Todd Daniels and Rick Fox. Going to put Fox back into the 5th spot in the 31. Keep an eye on a white and orange 19 on the back of the pack. Rob Aller with a couple feature wins on the season. Looking to move up and work his way up through the pack. Down the back stretch we go. Rod Jones pulling out a lead over Bruce Powell. Good battle right now shaping up for that 3rd spot. Todd Daniels and Scott Allen. Daniels moves up into the 3rd spot. And at Daniels Speed and Supply number 22. Just over that halfway, working on lap 5, 3 to go. And starting to close in on your 2nd place car. The 22 at Daniels. Closing in on the 35 of Bruce Powell. Let's see what shapes up for that 2nd spot. White flag waving. We'll be looking for the checker this time around. Rod Jones out of West Middlesex. Going to take the win in the 86. Second will be Bruce Powell in the 35. Third, Todd Daniels in the 22 coming around for fourth spot. Scott Allen in the 67. And your top five, Rick Fox in the 31. And your top five, Rick. Second on the next row will be the 59. Will be the 56 of John Bent. And we're green out of turn 4. Brian Bear taking a lead. Right on along, coming 87 of Dave Lewis. And sliding wide. Robinson's going to move up into that second spot. Third will be Dave Lewis. Right now, side by side for the fourth spot. Steve Hefke and J.R. Brown in the 74B. Brown on the move. Looking to get around Dave Lewis now in the 87. J.R. Brown coming down from the State Line Erie circuit to run with us here tonight. Right now moving up into that third spot. Fourth will be Dave Lewis right now. A good battle shaping up for that fifth spot. Tim Smith and Steve Hefke down a backstretch. Hefke right now side by side with Smith. Steve Hefke with the high line, going to get on around, working to get around Dave Lewis in the 87. And going to get up a little ground. That's going to let Tim Smith in there right now for the fifth spot. Brian Bear, though, out in front, halfway, 4 down, 4 to go. Right now, a good battle shaping up for that second spot. The 44R Robinson and the 74B J.R. Brown. Robinson setting up on the high side, Brown down low. And the yellow's out. The 73 of Steve Hefke. And the green flag's waving and a lot of cars passing on the inside of the cone. .31 of Brian Bear. The 74, J.R. Brown running second, third right now. The 44R, Gary Robinson. And fourth spot right now, Tim Smith in the 23M. And rounding out your top five, Steve Fornatero in the 26. White flag waving this time around for Brian Bear. One more lap to go for Mr. Bear in the 31. J.R. Brown having a good run out there in that 74B. Checker flag will be waving on the front stretch we come. Brian Bear, your race winner in the 31. Second spot, J.R. Brown in the 74B. Third, Gary Robinson in the 44R. Fourth spot, Tim Smith in the 23M. And rounding out your top five, Steve Fornatero in the 26. Coming out right now, second heat at Kirksville Refuge Pure Stocks. Starting on a pole on the word green, Chuck Taylor bringing out the green down the front stretch. Rick Robinson side by side, and Robinson takes over the lead. Second spot will be Chuck Taylor. Third right now, Doug Iorio. Keep an eye on that blue and orange 72A, Mike Anderson. Robinson goes way wide down in turn 3 and 4. And loses some ground. Chuck Taylor and Doug Iorio both closing in on him right now. Going wide down to turn 2. Alan Hutzik in at 12M. We're trying to get around. The 28 of Craig Douglas. Also, Mike Anderson trying to work his way up through the field in the 72A. Down the backstretch, we got a two-car battle for the second spot. The 78 of Doug Iorio and the 55 of Chuck Taylor. And Iorio going to move up into that second spot. Third will be the 55 of Taylor. Fourth, Dave Rhodes. Fifth spot right now, Jim Quinn in the 13. And you got Jim Waddell, Craig Douglas, Chuck, and you got Alan Hudzik, Bob McConnell, Chris Hake, Mike Anderson, and Chuck Hudzik rounding out the rest of the field. Five down, 3 to go. Next time around, we'll be looking at the 6 laps. 2-lap signal being shown right now by Steve down there. Rick Robinson having a fine run at 34-hour. Doug Iorio running second. Right now, 3-car battle for that third spot. Dave Rhodes working his way up in the 24. Anybody's up for grab right now for that third spot. Chuck Taylor, Dave Rhodes, and Jim Quinn. Third, fourth, and fifth. White flag waving, checkered flag this time around. And here comes your winner, Rick Robinson in the 34-hour, your heat race winner. Second spot, Doug Iorio. Third will be the 55 of Taylor. Fourth will go Dave Rhodes. And fifth to be Jim Quinn.
He's sitting on the back straightaway. 38. Not me again.
And with Ohio tags, you left your lights on. Right now, first heat lining up the 12S of Curtis. And we're green. Ice from taking a lead down the backstretch. Curtis Stewart and Arnie Kent side by side for that second spot. Down the back front stretch we go. Racing Copper Lumber 271 Micro style side by side down the back stretch. And taking the lead, Arnie Kent out of turn 4. The 42 Arnie Kent running strong. Here comes Curtis Stewart, a Choice Chassis 12S, getting around Puck Nystrom. Going to move Nystrom back into third. Dave Jones running fourth and rounding out your top 5 at 48A of Rick Anderson. Keep an eye on the Tri-State Sports 55. Gary Kreis right now trying to work his way up in there. Up into the top 5. That's going to put Dave Jones back to 6th. James Ray winning the 24, looking to get around Dave Jones right now for the 6th spot. Battle for the lead in the 3 and 4. Arnie Kent and Curtis Stewart. Kent going to maintain that lead down the front stretch. Going to put Stewart right now into that second spot. Here comes Rick Anderson in the 48A down the backstretch. Six down, 2 to go. Good tight 3-car battle down the backstretch, 4 to lead. Right now, everybody pretty much running nose to tail. White flag away, but one more lap for Arnie Kent. Dave Jones trying to get around Puck Nystrom for that 4th spot in the 82. And checker flag waving, here comes your winner, Arnie Kent taking a win. Second spot, Curtis Stewart at 12S. Third of the 48A of Rick Anderson. 4th spot, Pup Nystrom in the 15, and rounding out your top 5, the 82 of Dave Jones. Steve's telling him one more time around, gentlemen, we'll be looking to go green. For the green, in Into the first turn we go. Down a backstretch. John Adams out in front into 75. Terry Young and Goob Shores side by side into turn 3 and 4. And John Adams going to maintain that lead. Terry Young up into that second spot in the Hickory. It's 93 wide. Goob Shores running third. Kekich fourth. Fifth spot right now in Hoodrock. John Adams stretching out his lead in the 75 down the backstretch. They'll leave Terry Young there all by himself in that second spot. Goob Shore third. Next time around, we'll be looking at 4 down, 4 to go. John Adams with 4 more laps to go. Terry Young running in that second spot. Mike Kekich trying to work his way up through the pack in the L&M tire, number 5. Right now running that 4 spot, Donnie Cannon running out your top 5 in the Agway 2C. This time around, we'll be looking at the 6 down, 2 to go.
42.
Right now, 3-car battle for that second spot. Terry Young in the 93Y, Goob Shore, and Mike Kekich all going for that second spot. White flag waving, 1 more lap to go. John Adams in the Hill on Wheels, 75. Checker flag will be waving this time around, and here comes your winner. John Adams taking a win. Second spot, Terry Young in the 93Y. Goob Shore coming home second in the 61. Third will be the 93. On the inside of that next row, the 69K of Gary Rankin. On the outside of him, Jimmy Brown. And we're green, and Norm Meaner getting sideways on the front stretch. But he keeps her moving. And Norm Meaner with a flat left rear tire. Jimmy out in front into 3 down the backstretch. Second spot right now with a little bit of smoke trailing from the 17 of Gary McCollum. Third, Charlie Cornelius in the 9. Fourth spot right now, Gary Rankin in the 69K. And right now, Early Unsinger in the Unsinger Towing 21. 4 down, 4 to go. Early Unsinger right now in the 23 down a backstretch. Getting on the inside of the 69 of Gary Rankin. Let's see if they swap spots off of turn 4. Yeah, and Unsinger in a 23, got to maintain that 4th spot. This time around, 6 down, 2 to go. And Rankin going to be going to the pits in the 69. Jimmy Hawley in the 3. Right now working on the lap traffic of Kelly Heritage. One more lap to go. Jimmy Hawley out in front into 3. Second spot right now is 17 of Gary McCollum. Third spot, the 9, Charlie Cornelius, and you got Early Unsinger. 4th, and there's your checker flag, your winner, Jimmy Hawley. 5th spot will go to Johnny Barlow in the 57. So you got Johnny Barlow coming home in the 5th spot in the 50. Okay, we're looking to go green next time around. Jack Soderman Jr. up. And we're racing into the first first turn. PJ Kerr taking the lead. Mike Ballheim looking to make it 3 wide down the back straight. And Varner moving up into that second spot. Mike Ballheim dropping back to 5th. Still and he gets upside down into 38M.
53.
Mike Ballheim bicycling up into the first turn. And taking a roll up there in a 38M. We'll wait and see what the word is from the track, and we'll let you know how he's doing. And how about a big hand for Mr. Mike Ballheim standing right there behind the wrecker. And the push truck in the ambulance there, he's out of the car. Looks to be A-okay. And that'll go a long way. PJ Kerr on the move into 32. Second spot is the 15T of Varner. Joe McEwen rounded out the top 3. Keep an eye on the 71. Mike Henshaw trying to move into top 4 in that 71. And Jimmy Hartley with a problem in the 4-8. Collects it back up but loses a bunch of spots. And Hartley going on around the 187 of Brian Rivers. We'll go back up front, the 15T of Varner. Running in that second spot, Joe McEwen right on his Nerf bar for that second and third spot. Good battle shaping up for 4th and 5th. Soderman and Henshaw. Mike Henshaw rounding out your top 5. Just over the halfway point. Now we got a 3-car battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Jack Soderman Jr., Mike Henshaw, and Randy Craigish. Craigish looking to get on the low side of Henshaw down the backstretch, and Mike holds him off. Going to keep Randy back in 6th. Andy Novak way up on the high side, kicking up the Rooster Tails in the 5P. 6 down, 2 to go. Right now, PJ Kerr in the 32. Got to put Jimmy Hartley a lap down. We'll be looking at the checker flag, and here's your winner. PJ Kerr in the 32. Second spot, Varner in the 15T. Turn 4. Taking early lead before Chris Brockway. Second will be Rod Hartman into 67. And fading back a little bit, Jim Dandy Jr. in D1, last night's winner down at Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. Chris Brockway in the Angler machine, number 4, pulling away from your second spot, Rod Hartman. Rusty Moore up into 3rd, Jim Dandy 4th. 5th right now, Gary McCann in the 18, rounding out the field. Bruce Stedman in the 69. Dandy on the move, moves up into that second spot in the D1. Chris Brockway in the halfway signal, 4 down, 4 to go. Jim Dandy Jr. running in that second spot right now. Good race shaping up for that 3rd spot right now. Rusty Moore looking on the inside of Rod Hartman. Hartman going to maintain 3rd. Moore running in that 4th spot. Then we go McCann and Stedman to round out the field. Six down, 2 to go. Rusty Moore right now trying to get on the inside. Bruce Stedman down Rod Artman, down the backstretch. And Artman going to maintain that third spot. White flag waving, one more lap for Chris Brockway. Chris Brockway coming down from Erie, looking to take this heat race win. First heat for the Ram Automotive E-Mods. There's your winner, the 4 Brockway. Second, Jim Dandy Jr., D1. Third will go to Rusty Moore. Fourth to 67, Rod Artman. And fifth spot will be the 18 of Gary McCann. That car's normally driven by Jeff Cavelli. And he's out on the track, Bob McCann. A point. And the green's waving. Down the front stretch we go. Ron Caglione hanging on the lead. Joe Welch running second. And a good battle right now for that 4th spot. Jason Stella and Bob McCann. And Bob McCann going to move up into 4th. Stella back to 5th. And Boyd Sullivan rounding out the 6-car field. 0. Ron Caglione out in front. Joe Welch in the 511 having a good run in that 2nd spot. Howard Fraley 3rd right now. After coming from the tail up into the 4th spot right now with 3. Bob McCann behind the wheel of Jeff Cavelli's number 3 tonight. Then we'll round out the field of Jason Stella and Boyd Sullivan. Halfway, 4 down, 4 to go. And down the backstretch we go. Howard Fraley looking to move on the high side of Welch out of 2. Howard Fraley working on the high side in that 217. We'll see if he can lure Welch out there in the 511 and shoot to the low line. Take over that 2nd spot. But right now, Joe Welch doing a fine job running 2nd. 6 down, 2 to go. White flag will be waving this time around. Ron Caglione out of Linesville in this Vivian Schimmel Builders number 0. And Howard Fraley, and the yellow's out. Ron Caglione, we're looking for the green, the white, and the checker. 6 down, get that final 2 laps in. The 511, running in that 2nd spot of Joe Welch. Howard Fraley going to try to move his way up into that 3rd spot. And 4th, USA 1 and Paul McCann, Jason Stella and Boyd Sullivan. And Welch goes way wide. Howard Fraley moves up into the 2nd spot into 217. The checker flag will be waving this time around. There's your winner, Ron Caglione. 2nd spot, Fraley. And your 6-car field around out like this. And Steve Tunnell, one more time around, gentlemen, 4 laps. Brian Varner taking a lead down the backstretch, ending up Dobson Campers 15T. PJ Kerr up into that 2nd spot. 3rd right now will be Jimmy Hawley in the green, rounding out the field to 17 of Gary McCollum. Brian Varner hanging on that lead, 2 down, 2 to go. White flag will be waving next time around. PJ's trying to close in on Brian down the front stretch. White flag away, but 1 more lap to go. Checker flag waving. Let's see what happens. It's going to be an upset. The 15T of Varner taking a win. Kerr coming home second. Third will go to Jimmy Hawley in a 4 spot to 17. Or track photographer. Jimmy's at a wedding. And next week we will get Brian out on the track and get his picture taken and with the checkered flag. But we'll try to get Brian up here while the bicycle racers are going on and fill everybody in on his driving. And we're racing off for turn 4. And down the backstretch we go, side by side. Dave Rhodes and Gary Robinson. Robinson runs her a little deep, a big push. Pushes out and gonna fall all the way back to the 3rd spot. That's gonna give the lead to the 24, Dave Rhodes. Chris Hake running in that 2nd spot. 3rd, Gary Robinson, 4th spot right now with 12M. Alan Hudzik. And Chris Hake right now putting some pressure on the 24 Rhodes. Here comes the 44 Robinson. Anybody's race. White flag waving. One more lap to go. Pick your favorite. Who's it going to be? Rhodes, Hake, Robinson, or Hudzik. Down the backstretch we go. And here comes your dash winner. Dave Rhodes taking a win in the 24.
Out, so I can't complain too much, but I'll be here next year.
You got any folks you want to thank, like crew members? I know it takes a lot of guys to keep them cars running.
Once again, I got to thank Bob and Don McConnell. They're the guys that helped me in the pits, and my wife for putting up with all this stuff. And you know, she's a hell of a woman to put up with it.
All right, how about a big hand for these folks for coming on and helping us out through the season there, and Dave Rhodes, winner of the McConnell's Dash for the Beers Thoughts. All right, come on up, guys. Good. Come on up, Brian. Okay, I'll get you guys confused. Okay, right now we got Brian Varner up here, driver of 15T. How's it going, Brian?
Pretty good tonight.
Pretty good tonight. How's the racing been for you all summer long?
Terrible. We put a new car together midway through the season, and we've been dialing that in, and we're getting close.
Well, you're coming up in here each and every week. I know PJ's been pretty tough to beat in these dashes, and you got the jump on him and got him tonight.
Well, he needed to lose 1 or 2 this year, so we'll take 1.
You running anywhere else other than here to Hickory this year?
We ran some stuff down in Florida in February. Started late here this year, and we're probably going to call it quits after tonight for the year.
Fill folks in on your sponsors and who gives you a hand each and every week.
Sponsors Thompson Campers Incorporated, John Thompson's owner. I've got 4 pit guys working on 2 cars. About 6 days a week we take 1 day off and go do our own thing. Ron, Mike, Matt, and JP, they're pit guys, keep us out there on the track all the time. And
I want to thank you guys for coming each and every week. Fill folks in where you're from. I know everybody thinks, you know, everybody's from close, but you guys travel quite a distance on your way over here.
100-mile trip over here, up by Akron, Cleveland area. We're out of Streetsboro, Ohio. And this is where we come every weekend.
Okay, we want to thank you for coming each and every week, and good luck with the rest of the season, and thanks for coming up. Okay, right now, looks like the bike races are done. How about a hand for all the winners in the bike races, folks? Who knows, one day they'll be your future up-and-coming racers. Starting on the pole. Last week's feature winner, Chad. Into the first turn we go. 35 of Bruce Powell taking a lead down the backstretch. Second spot right now, the 86, Rod Jones. Third, the 10, Jim Price Jr. Fourth spot. Jim Baker in the 7B. Rick Fox having problems in the 31, but he gets her gathered up. Brandy Schwabenbauer way off the pace in the 17. There come your leaders down the front stretch. Bruce Powell out in front at 35, having a good run. 2 laps into the feature. The 86 of Rod Jones running strong in that second spot. Down the back stretch we go. Jim Price running third. On the move from the 12th spot. Coming up into the top 5 right now. The 9 of Chad Wright. 24 Keith Parks into the infield. Going to drop out of this feature. And your leader's working on lap traffic. Down a backstretch we go. Going to put Roy Shook a lap down. The 35 of Bruce Powell. And contact on the front stretch. And Rod Jones taking over the lead from Bruce Powell. That's going to put Powell back to second. Right now, third is the 10 of Jim Price. Fourth, the 9 of Chad Wrights. Fifth spot, the 7B of Jim Baker. And your leader's working on traffic. And they're going to put Rod King a lap down into 6th. Rod Jones working traffic, but not giving up any. And Rod Jones walking up on the front stretch. Rod Jones in the 86, bringing out the yellow. Green. Down the front stretch we go. The 35 of Bruce Powell out in front. Second spot, the 10, Jim Price Jr. And the yellow's out for the 19 of Rob Eiler. Find a seat. And we're green out of turn 4. Bruce Powell with a big lead down the backstretch. Jim Baker moving up into that second spot in the 78. Jim Price running third. Todd Daniels and the 36 on Mark Spence rounding out your top 5. And Chad Wright's in the 9.
Yellow's out for 42. And 9.
On to the pipe, and we're on into turn 3. And Bruce going to be your leader down the backstretch. Jim Baker running second. Third right now, Todd Daniels, Jim Price. Mark Spence right now getting on the inside of Jim Price. Here comes the 33 of George Schuster. Up into the top 5. Right now we got 8 cars all going for that 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th spot. And we're up on the gas, up on the front stretch we come. Everybody fought on through, single file, down the back stretch we go. Right now, working his way up through the pack, the 86 of Rod Jones. The leader of 35, Bruce Powell out of Utica, 10 down, 10 to go. Todd Daniels running in that second spot right now. The car on the move is the 33. George Schuster, after starting 23rd, is up to the 3rd spot. Right now, a 2-car battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th spot. Rod Jones working to get on the inside of Mark Spence. And a 33 to the infield after coming all the way up from the tail. And it yellows out for the 9 of Chad Wright. And we're back to racing. 12 down, 8 to go. Bruce Powell in the Hooter Chassis 35. Coming around to complete the Milwaukee 13. Todd Daniels running in that second spot right now. Jim Baker running 3rd. Here comes Rod Jones working his way back up through the pack in the 86. All the way up to 4th right now. 5th spot, the 36 of Mark Spence. And we got one upside down.
Red flag.
On the pipe, and we're racing out of turn 4. Into the first turn we go. Bruce Powell hanging on the lead. Todd Daniels 2nd. Jim Baker running in that 3rd spot. 4th spot right now. Rod Jones in the 86. Working his way up in there, the 36. Mark Spence on a move up into 3rd. The 86 of Rod Jones. 15 down, 5 to go. Less than 5 laps to go for your leader, Bruce Powell, in the 35. Todd Daniels running strong in that second spot, trying to close in. Here comes Rodney Jones after making a pit stop, running in that top 3 right now. And Rod Jones falling with a problem, falling out on lap 16. Also going out at the 88, Brian Burnett falling out on lap 17. 18 down, 2 to go. And the yellow's out for Todd Daniels in the 22. Bruce Powell bringing her on down the front stretch as your leader. Jim Baker running 2nd, Mark Spence 3rd, 4th spot right now, Mark Morocco, Ronnie McConaughey, and coming up in there, Chad Wright's in the 9. White flag waving, 1 more lap to go for these gentlemen. Checker flag will be waving, coming around to take his 8th feature win on the season. Bruce Powell to 35. is out of the car. Next week we will get Bruce down on the front stretch, get his picture taken. And how about a big hand for Bruce Powell? 8 feature wins for this young man this season. In the
25 is good.
In the Hooter chassis, number 35 out of Utica, Ohio. But we'll get Bruce out on the front stretch next week and get his starting in the 5th spot, the 24 of Dave Rhodes. On the outside, he's the 31 of Jim Quinn.
Okay.
Starting in the 9th spot, the 20. Right foot on the gas, and we're racing. And Gary Norman into Deandra, number 9, taking the lead down the backstretch. 2nd spot, Jim Waddell, 3rd right now. Jim Quinn moving up in there now into 13, and Dave Rhodes getting loose into 24. Keeps her moving. Rhodes right now, your dash winner, and Steve Fornatero getting sideways, collecting a lot of traffic over there in turn 2. And the yellow's out. And we're green, down the backstretch we go. Norman taking the lead into 3 and 4. Jim Waddell running in that 2nd spot, Jim Quinn 3rd. Right now we're racing hard up the front stretch we go. Tim Smith down the backstretch, looking to get on the inside of Jim Quinn. Can't get her to stick. Doug Iorio on the inside of Gary Robinson coming out of turn 4. Going to take over the position. Put Robinson back in to the 7th spot.
73, 74, M, 34, 31.
Working on the high side, Todd Ron Caglione working on the 87 of Lewis, but a 3-car battle now for 2nd spot. Quinn, Waddell, and
74, 73, 34, 31, M, 24.
Jim Quinn, Jim Waddell, and Tim Smith. Ding dong battle going there for that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th spot. Jim Quinn maintaining 2nd spot.
12, 74, 34, 31, 73.
Meanwhile, out in front, Gary Norman. And there we go, green on the backstretch at the cone. Norman on the gas. Quinn running 2nd spot. Waddell running 3rd. Down the front stretch we go. Couple cars to keep an eye on through the pack. The 34R, Rick Robinson. The 28 of Craig Douglas. And the 0, Todd Ron Caglione, trying to work their way up through the pack. Also the 72A of Mike Anderson, regular runner down at the Waterville Speedway each and every week, working his way up through the pack.
74, 12, 34, 31.
Right now, Rick Robinson on the high side, and Ron McConnell going to take over that position. And you got a good battle going on for position between Anderson and the 72 and Dave Lewis in the 87. Yeah, Mike Anderson going to take over that spot. And Mike Anderson up into the 8th spot in the 72. And your leader's working on the lap car. Oh, Ron Fennick in the 48F. 3-car battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Jim Waddell, Tim Smith, and Chuck Taylor in the 55. Waddell still hanging on that 3rd spot. And the yellow's out.
73, 24, 26, M. Should be what, 30?
And to go green. And the greens are waving. And we're racing over down the backstretch we go. Coming up the front straight, storming Gary Norman into the end of number 9. Pulling away from Jim Quinn into 13. Jim Waddell still doing a fine job of maintaining that low line. Yeah, here comes Tim Smith on the inside of Jim Waddell. Smith looking to move into that third spot. And Tim Smith moves up into third. That's going to put Waddell back to fourth. Here comes the 0 of Todd Roncaglione. And 0 moves up into the fourth spot. Going to put the 93C of Waddell back into fifth. Halfway, 10 down, 10 to go. And we got a battle shaping for the lead down the backstretch. Jim Quinn right on the bumper of Gary Norman. Keep an eye on him. Who's it going to be? 11 laps down, 9 to go. Gary Norman running just a little higher line than Jim Quinn. Quinn running, trying to run right on that tire line, down low. Trying to maintain that inside speed. Norman trying to maintain the outside speed on the 9. Coming around complete lap 13, 7 to go. Here comes Mike Anderson in the 78A, working his way up in there. Down your leaders up on the lap traffic of Ron Fennick in the 48. Yeah, that'll get him a little bit of room. But here comes Jim Quinn running there deep into turn 4.
9:15.
I'll see what happens. Your leaders now got the lap traffic. Chuck Hudson, and he slides on wide. And now 3 cars going for that third, fourth, and fifth spots. Tim Smith, Todd Roncaglione, and the 48 of Doug Iorio. 15 down, 5 to go. Tim Smith still running strong in that third spot. Doing a good job holding off the 48 of Doug Iorio, and the yellow is out for green. Gary Norman bringing them on around, final down the front stretch. Jim Quinn running in that second spot. Tim Smith working to move his way up in there. And the 23M. Then you got Doug Iorio running out your top 4. Moving up into the top 5 after starting on the tail. Mike Anderson up into the top 5 after starting on the tail. 6th spot right now, Craig Douglas in the 24. And you got Rick Robinson in the 34R. 17 down, 3 to go. And we're racing over in turn 3. Going into 1 and 2, Gary Norman getting a lot of heat from the 13 of Jim Quinn. Here comes Doug Iorio, looking to move on the inside of Tim Smith. Right now, everybody running nose to tail. Mike Anderson in there in that 72A. Next time around, we'll be looking at the 2-lap signal. 18 down, 2 to go. Gary Norman looking at the 2-lap signal. Jim Quinn, it's time to do or die. He's trying to work his way up in there. Gary Norman holding that middle line in the number 9. Jim Quinn running second, and white flag waving this time around. 1 more lap to go. three-car battle for third, fourth, and fifth. And a yellow out for Todd, Ron Caglione. Down the front stretch we go. Jerry Norman in the 1 and 2. Jim Quinn on his bumper. Checker flag, here's your winner. 9 and Gary Norman, your winner. At the end of the race. And we'll get on to Mr. Jim Ballantyne on the front stretch. He has made it from the wedding.
What? When they were coming across the line, it was 55 and down.
And whenever you're ready, Jimmy, it's all yours.
Check 1, 2. Thank you, Tim. Ladies and gentlemen, your pure stock feature winner from Newcastle, Mr. Gary Norman. Gary, first of all, congratulations. How was it out there tonight? Track was nice tonight. How about your sponsors and your crew? I'd like to thank all my brothers, my wife, my kids, McIntosh Brothers, Deandy Auto Wrecking, and Greg's Automotive. And any thoughts going into next week being the final points night here? Just run what we've done. Let's see what happens. Well, good luck next week. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your first stock feature winner, Gary Norman. Back to you, Tim.
Thanks, Jimmy. Nice to see you back.
Top 5.
Okay, your top 5 will be Craig Douglas in the 28, coming home 5th. 4th spot will be the 48 of Doug Iorio. 3rd will be the 23M of Tim Smith. 2nd spot will be the 13 of Jim Quinn. And again, going to pad his lead a little bit more. Number 9 of Stormin, Gary Norman. And he's down there being
74.
mobbed by the great gathering of fans for the number 9.
And 93.74.
Okay, that could be. Okay. Yeah, he spun. It's 74 with a letter A, right?
74B.
No.
74A.
No, 74B it must be. Yeah.
Yes, Brown, J.R.
Okay.
Brown.
74B.
44.
44R.
87.
87. 70.
Coming on now, your copper lumber 271 micros started on the pole will be the 60. Turn 4. And we're racing, and Pop Nystrom in the 15, going to bring out the yellow. And we're racing. Steve's giving him a green down the front stretch we go. Rick Anderson splitting 3 wide down the backstretch. And on the move, Goob Schuller on front. Rick Anderson running second. Coming on around, Gary Kreis moving up in there in a 55, taking a 3-car battle for the lead down the backstretch. Right now, working his way up through the pack, the 24, James Ray, in the R&S Electronics, 24 down the backstretch. Terry Young also, after being in that yellow, working his way back up through the pack in a 93 wide. Right now you got 5, 6, 7, 8 cars all going for the lead. Anybody's race to be had. Goob Schuler and the Sanders Suzuki 61 hanging on to that lead. And starting to stretch out. Second spot right now, Gary Kreis on the rear Nerf bar, the 48A of Rick Anderson. Also coming up to the back, Dave Jones in the 82. And the yellow is out. And we're back on the gas out of turn 4. Goob Schuler continuing to lead this one down the backstretch. Rick Anderson running second. Gary Kreis third. Here comes Dave Jones. Curtis Stewart working his way up in there. And the Choice Chassis 12S. Keep an eye on the L&M tire number 5 of Mike Kekich, last week's feature winner. Right now, doing battle with his brother in the 19, Doug Kekich. Curtis Stewart working on getting around the 19 of Doug Kekich, and Kekich got to move up into the 5th spot. Right now the Kekich brothers running 5th and 6th right now. Just over halfway. Goob Schuler looking to get his first win on the season. Yeah, Goob Schuler in the 61 has not won a race here yet this year, and maintaining the lead. And away from Rick Anderson in the 48A. Gary Kreis running in that 3rd spot, and the 19 of Kekich pulling into the infield. In the next 2 or 3 laps, your leaders should be working on lap traffic. First to go a lap down is going to be Dave Giddings in the 28. And the 28 of Giddings heading into the pits. 15 down, 5 to go. Your leaders coming up on a few lap cars. And we got one upside down here in the front stretch. Mike Roxbury in the 3R getting upside down.
For that, Barry Atkinson coming out of turn 4. Actually, he was going to try to restart the car and take the wing off and run wingless for the race. So, nice job on the part of Mike Roxbury. Back to you, Tim.
Thanks, Jimmy.
20.
Yeah. Here we go down the front stretch. Goob Schuler continuing to lead this one. But here comes Rick Anderson into 48A. And they're going to lose a little ground going through 1 and 2. Here comes the 55 and Gary Kreis on the move. Takes 2nd spot from Anderson. Going to put Anderson back to 3rd. Also working his way up in there, Dave Jones running in the 4th spot. And going to lose 2 spots. Going to go back to 7th. And Dave Jones and the 82 pulling into the pits. 18 down, 2 to go. Gary Kreis making a late race charge in the 55. We'll see if he has enough time. White flag waving. Here comes the 55, in behind the 61, down the backstretch we go. Side by side through 3 and 4. And your winner's going to be Gary Christ taking a win at the checker. What a finish. Hard on the throttle out of turn 3 and 4. Your top 5, Curtis Stewart coming home 5th. 4th spot, the 5 of Mike Kekich. 3rd, the 48A of Rick Anderson. After a hard-fought battle, coming home 2nd out of big hand for this guy, Goob Scholler. And taking a win, the 55 Tri-State Sports Light Electric of Gary Christ. We'll get on to Jimmy on the track. Jimmy, you're on.
Thank you, Tim. All the weeks I've been here, I've seen this big group of fans up there in the grandstand cheering every week, hoping one day that the feature winner is going to come. He's had so many seconds. He's been running hard all year, and now climbing out of first micro sprint feature win here at Hickory, Mr. Gary Christ Jr. Give him a nice round of applause. First of all, Gary, congratulations on your first Hickory win. I know you've won other places. We were talking about it before, how each track you've been to, you've won. This track, you've always come in second. How's it feel to win your first finally here at Hickory?
Oh, it's great. It's about time.
And how about your sponsors on the car?
Well, first of all, I want to thank my parents. I want to thank my girlfriend and all my family that comes every week. And then I got to say thanks to my sponsors, Tri-State Sports, Sturgeon Motorsports, and especially Light Electric. Light Electric's helped us out a lot this year. Especially, I want to thank my family.
And a very daring pass coming out of actually going down. Can you explain the pass going down to turn 1 over Goob Scholler?
Well, I seen he was going low, so I figured I was going to try to slingshot him. But I was gaining more momentum going around him, so I decided to try him on the high side.
Once again, Gary, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, nice round of applause. Gary Christ Jr., your 271 micro sprint feature winner.
One more time, how about a big hand for Gary Christ out of Conquest, doing a real fine job of driving. Joe McEwen in the 44. Starting in the 7th spot will be the 23 of Arlie Unsinger. And we're getting ready to get her moving. Majors towing 360 Sprinters. 21 coming around, taking the green, and we're on the gas out of turn 4. Down the backstretch we go. Your leader, Brian Varner, in the 15. Here comes PJ Kerr in the 32. Jimmy Hawley on the high side in the 3. Moving up in the second spot. Going to put Kerr back to third. And the yellow's out. McEwen, Harley Unsinger, Jack Soderman, Robert Green. Up the front stretch we go. And Varner taking a lead down a backstretch. Here comes the 32 of PJ Kerr. Up in the second spot. Third, Charlie Cornelius in the 9. The 60 of Danny Kapuchak into the infield. 2H of Kelly Heritage also in the infield. Brian Varner doing a good job out in front. And the yellow's out. And we're back to green. Brian Varner continuing to lead this one down a backstretch. After winning a dash, things are looking good for him for the A main. Leading PJ Kerr right now. Charlie Cornelius running second in that third spot. Fourth right now is 17, showing a little blue smoke. Gary McCollum. Here come Marley Unsinger on the inside of Joe McEwen for the fifth spot. And we got the 57 and the 63. The cone, and they're on the gas over in the backstretch. Down 2, 3, and 4 we go. Brian Varner extending his lead on the restart over PJ Kerr. Charlie Cornelius right now running third. Working on the high side, the 44, Joe McEwen. Working on the high side of the 23S of Jack Soderman Jr. Here comes Gary Rankin. The Rays Racing Specialty 69K down the backstretch. Running in the 8th spot right now. Also trying to work his way up through the field. The black 3 of Jimmy Hawley. And your leaders coming up on lap traffic. And we'll see how Mr. Varner and the Thompson Campers 15T handles the traffic. And he's going to move down low, take Sheila Rankin on the low side. Put a lap car between himself and second place. Second spot right now, getting around the lap car and getting right back up within about 4 car lengths of your leader. Brian Varner having a good run, keeping a lap car constantly between himself and second place. 10 down, 10 to go. Third place, Charlie Cornelius in the Noel Seamus Gutter, number 9, up into third right now. Fourth spot, Arlie Unsinger, the 23 Unsinger Towing. Running fourth right now, fifth. Good battle for the fifth spot. And the yellow out for the 57. And we're green. Extending his lead down the backstretch over PJ Kerr. Charlie Cornelius gets free of that lap car, moving up up into that third spot, and Jack Sittleman Jr. going to bring out the yellow for the green at the cone, and they're on the gas out of turn 3, sliding into turn 4. Here comes Harley Unsinger in the Unsinger 23. Right now up in the 4th spot. 3 wide down a backstretch. Jimmy Hawley, handful of problems into 3. Working on the high side. 57 into the pits. Right now, Joe McEwen getting around to 23, Harley Unsinger. That's going to put, and Brian Rivers getting a little loose down a backstretch. And nice save. Keeps her moving. Down, 5 to go. From P.J. Kerr. 16 down. The leaders working up on lap traffic. This time around we'll be seeing a 2-lap signal. Your leader working on lap traffic. Here comes second place, P.J. Kerr running in that second spot. Closing in on second place. And Sheila Rankin has a flat left rear tire down a backstretch. And a yellow going to come out. 44, Joe McEwen. On the gas. This is the last 2-lap dash shootout. And racing the last 2 laps to go. We got the yellow out for the 69 and 32. Winner's going to be the 15T of Brian Varner.
He was in that yellow. Yeah, he was.
Sure win here at Hickory Motor Speedway. And we'll get on to Jimmy, and then I'll give you the top 5 after we talk to Jim down on the front stretch.
Thank you, Tim. Well, when you're hot. Comes in winning the major selling dash. Now wins the feature as the time limit runs out and as he runs out of fuel. Give him a chance to catch his breath here after the long half hour. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for Mr. Brian Varner, your 316 sprint winner. Brian, first of all, congratulations. You've been coming here a while. I believe this is your first ever, isn't it? Third? First one here, though, right? Third one here. Third one here? First one this year. You screwed this all up, man. Well, I was in Kent earlier. I can't help it. Sponsors on my car and your crew. Thompson Campers Incorporated. Crew is Ron Fisher, Mike Pauley, JP, and Matt, and another driver on the 5T car, Andy Novak. Really helped me a lot, and that's our bonus here. Well, congratulations on your first of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, First win of the year, Mr. Brian Varner in the 360 Sprint Division. Back to you, Tim.
Your top 5 will be the 3 of Jimmy Hawley, and the 4th spot will be the 5T
They caused the yellow.
Yeah, but
of Andy Novak. 3rd will be the 42 of Bob Williams.
wow. So after I get all
Bobby Walters coming home in the 3rd spot in the 42. In the 2nd spot will be the 9 of Charlie Cornelius, and again taking a win in the 15T. Brian Varner down there in the Thompson Campers trailer, 15. Hanging on the lead. Here comes Rusty Moore. Right in that 2nd spot. Joe Welch hanging on to the lead. 2nd spot right now, Rusty Moore. Here comes Jim Dandy Jr. in the D1. Rusty Moore out in front in the Kershaw Refuge 17. Jim Dandy Jr. running 2nd spot now. The 5'11". Joe Welch running 3rd. Here comes Howard Fairley now up into the 4th. Top 5 right now. Ron Caglione into 0. And here comes Chris Brockway working his way up in there in the yellow number 4. Bob McCann running the white Jeff Cavalli number 3 tonight. And we got a battle shaping up for the lead coming down the front stretch. Rusty Moore and Jim Dandy Jr. And the yellow's out for the 80. And we're back to green, working on lap 6. Rusty Moore hanging on that lead. Jim Dandy Jr. running in that 2nd spot. Joe Welch moving his way up in there in a 5'11". Here comes Howard Fairley working on the high side into 217. Keep an eye on Rod Urban. 3 feature wins on the year for the Black 67. Jim Dandy Jr. right now trying to get on the inside. Rusty Moore. Jim Dandy, feature winner down at the Pennsylvania Motor Speedway last night. And we're going to have a yellow. The green's out. We're moving up the front stretch and grooving into turn 2. To complete lap 8. Joe Welch decided to try a high side and gonna lose some ground. Howard Fairley shredding the tire over in turn 2. back out, 8 down, 12 to go.
23.
Rusty Moore into the first turn.
23 laps. And 42.
Rusty Moore is going to continue to lead this one. Jim Dandy Jr. trying to close in or running in that second spot. There comes Ron Caglione into zero. Jim Dandy Jr. working on the inside line of Rusty Moore and going to take over the lead in the D1. Got to put Rusty back to second. Third, Ron Caglione. Fourth spot now, Chris Buckley. Fifth is the number 3 of Bob McCann. 10 down, 10 to go. Rod Ortman right now moving his way up into the 6th spot. And you got Gary McCann, Boyd Sullivan in the 80. Spinning, but he keeps her moving. To Jim Danny starting to stretch out his lead over Rusty Moore. Third spot, the 0, Ron Caglione. Right now, a battle for the 3rd and 4th spots, Ron Caglione and Chris Brockway. Ron Caglione goes wide. Brockway down low. Chris Buckley trying to run that low line into number 4. Leader's going to be working on lap traffic of Boyd Sullivan. And here comes Boyd Sullivan in the 80. Spins in front of your leaders. And brings up the yellow. On the gas we go, Jim Dandy Jr. in the Red Line Motorsports D1. Rusty Moore running second spot in the Churchill Refuge 17. Here comes Chris Brockway. Rusty Moore setting up wide in turn 3. Brockway looking for the low line. And over in turn number 3 and 4. The 18 and Gary McCann into 67 and Rod Ortman getting together. Rod Ortman trying to get his way back up through the field into 67. Chris Brockway now looking on the inside of Rusty Moore up in 3 and 4. And Rusty driving hard. And not going to be able to maintain that second spot. White checker. Chris Brockway still driving hard. Two to go. Paul McCann working his way up there, and Jeff Cavelli's number 3. Having a real fine run in that E-Mod tonight. White flag, one more lap to go. Jim Danny Jr. looking for another win here at Hickory Motor Speedway tonight. Coming on around turn 4. Checker flags waving. Here's your winner, the D1 of Jim Dandy. Chris Buckley coming home second.
How'd you
The 3 of Bob McCann. Second spot, the 0. I'm sorry, the third spot, the 0 of Ron Caglione. Second, we'll go to the 4, Chris Buckley, and taking the win in the D1, Jim Dandy Jr. We'll get on to Jimmy Ballantyne on the track.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, folks, for coming out tonight. Thank you, my mother, for coming out of retirement and helping me tonight while I was knackering. Mr. Dellinger goes 2 for 2 this week. First, 3 for 3 this week. We'll find out where that third win came from. Three nights in a row, I guess you won. I know you won at Expo, and last night you won at PMS, I assume? Yeah, that's correct. How's it feel going from a 5/8 to a half to a quarter? It's a lot slower, but it's a lot funner. How are the sponsors on the car? Rife Automotive and Redline Motorsports. I'll tell you, if it wasn't for them and Majors Towing, I'll tell you, all these guys help you out. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. And we just thank them. And your crew? The big guy there, Taz, and we got Kathy and Marty here, and Nick, and Chucky Baby standing over there. The big man, there he is, Mr. Chuck Hills there. Any thoughts for next year yet, or is it still too early to tell? Oh, it's going to be an E-Mod again. They're just, for the price, it ain't worth moving up. Too much fun, right? That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, as we leave, and give a nice round of applause, Mr. Jim Dandy Jr. Tim, close it out.
All right, Jimmy, thank you. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Don't forget, next week we'll be back with the last night of points. I want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank Steve Willing for being so gracious with us folks up here in this booth, and thanks, Steve, for coming down tonight. And everybody have a safe trip home, and we'll see you here next Saturday. I need 3 strong guys to help me down the steps, please.
There it is.